So I just wanted to take a moment to discuss hell, because I think that it's important for everybody to have a better understanding in relation to that and the functions of it. Um, I've been there and back, and so I have an understanding as to the conceptuality of it. And I think that a lot of people ain't really going to be able to grasp the nature of it simply because of the way in which the world is composed. So little things that you hear within yourself, so things such as, some people might look at Shaitan or Satan and say that, if you don't have the correct amount of haters, right? If you don't have the right amount of haters, you're not successful enough, which some people can take that as they will, and that's probably what Satan would probably say in his defense, or in his inner workings and functions. But we believe that obviously there's a deeper meaning to all of this that one can begin to understand. So first, as I say, I've been there and I've been back from there, and I can't really describe or define things relating to it. And that's to my purpose in relation to my being here or being not there today. That's beyond me, but I'm sure that the angels and things of that nature have a better understanding of that situation than me. Now, what is it like, right? So the process in itself, imagine yourself not being able to move, right? You can't move, but it's like you're having a seizure, right? It's like you're having a seizure, and it's like it starts from your center core, and it starts to like eat you up. It's actually quite bizarre. And then there's no one there to hear you, to help you. It's just you and yourself, and that's the first process, and that's the first understanding of it. And it's actually quite scary. It's quite bizarre, and it's like it's difficult to stop. It's difficult to even control or anything of that nature. So that's that. If I could show you, if I could visualize it to you, so that you have a better understanding as to what I mean relating to this. So basically, it's like you're looking at something like this. That's what eats up your internal core. And imagine something like this, but then you're having a seizure, and then when you get to that stage, it's actually quite bizarre, because at the same time you're not able to control it, nor are you able to stop it, and though you're still, right? But this is what's happening to your soul, for just ages, and no one can see you and no one can help you, and it's just that feeling of that, or basically that's what it would basically look like, but it's like never ending for just timeless time. It's really fucked up in essence, and basically that's what hell is like, and that's the feeling of it. That's the process of it. It's not nice, it's not lovely, nobody likes it. If anyone's ever experienced it, it's not something that you'd like to pretty much experience, in my perception. And just imagine that, it's like, and it's like the burning feeling, the burning sensation is not actually a feeling of fire. It's more a feeling of like, it's like a feeling, it's not like it doesn't feel like when you get burned on the stove. It's like a feeling of emotions, right? So it's like a bunch of these weird, sharp, tense emotions that sort of come over you in one sense or another, and without a lack of understanding as to their process, or how to control them, or how to manipulate them. It's just that type of thing. So you always got to be careful and mindful, and then it becomes like this sort of aspect of it in your head of like just like complete and utter memory loss or something of that nature. It's pretty fucked up, to be frankly honest, and a lot of people will fail to understand as to its purpose and its being there. And it's not nothing that was intentionally created, but it's something that becomes just like a nature and reality. And these are basically because in in Egypt or in Kemet days, or a long time ago, or pre-flood world, right? Or in the days in which a long time ago, basically, there wasn't any sort of rules in relation to the experiments that could be undertaken or things that could occur. So things are very dynamic in relation to how we establish things and how and how we operate in this reality. And so that's one thing. Plus, we're very aware because from where we're coming from, it's a very long time ago, and we have a good wrap on things in relation to what's happening. But this is how we basically come to this understanding or this realization of it. And it's something just like the sun and the moon moves in the sky, or just like how if you throw a ball into the sky, it will fall down just due to gravity. Just one of those things that's just a natural phenomenon, just like how you drink, eat, and piss. It's the same function. Just as a rock is a rock and a tree is a tree. It's something that's just embedded in the chemical structure. It's something that's just naturally embedded in the chemical structure of the universal constants, and it's something that just manifests out of them. It's avoidable, but it's for the people that if you live your life thinking that you're so smarter than everybody, if you think that you're so smarter than God, than creation, and you deceive yourself, deceive your mind, body, and your spirit, that's when it manifests itself, and that's when it comes into fruition. It comes into fruition based on a number of different factors, rather than just singular things. It's thus why people have specified certain rules that can help you in avoiding that thing. If you live thinking that you're smarter than God in your mind, who speaks to you through your soul and spirit, that's when you meet this, and it's not nice. It's very horrible. It's not a good thing. It's definitely very detrimental, and I think that you encounter this, and that's why it's one of the worst things that people could inhabit. Like, if you just imagine these feelings that are very sharp, and these feelings that are very sharp and definitely banal to the individual's own particular consciousness. It's crazy. It is crazy, but yeah, that's what it's like. I thought I'd give you guys an explanation. I think, for me personally, maybe it's just like a training in basically what I do and the things that I need to have an understanding of within the particular functionality and the nature of this overall reality. It's important in one sense or another. For my own being, or for what I claim to have an understanding of, or what I claim to be about, or to be spiritually in tune to a specific level.